right, well, good afternoon. Thank you so much for taking part in my session today. It's a privilege to have you here. Hey, listen, real quick before we get into what I'm going to talk about, I want you to set your phones down, put your purses to the side. I want you to take a moment and just close your eyes briefly. And I want you just to envision this number, 58,586,256. 58,586,256,000. Maybe that's paper clips, people, money, pennies. Okay, open your eyes. Whatever that number is, and it's an extraordinary number. What if I had an opportunity to tell you that you could have been a elementary teacher or a Sunday school teacher to some of the people that are renowned and that we celebrate, whether that is a Gandhi or a Dr. Martin Luther King, or perhaps a Neil Armstrong, or even Albert Einstein, Mother Teresa, and her phenomenal ministry while she was here on earth. So many times we envision these world-renowned leaders, these trailblazers, but we forget that they were once little children. What if you had the opportunity to be a part of the molding and shaping in their lives in grade school, or to be a neighbor and watch them play down the street? Earlier, I had you close your eyes and I said a figure, and I want to tell you what that number represents. It actually represents the number of abortions that have taken place here in the United States since the passing of Roe versus Wade in the U.S. Supreme Court back in 1973. Staggering numbers about a decision, one decision that was made that is having a rippling effect through our country. So many times we could talk about the statistics and Planned Parenthood and when there's funding or when there's lack of funding and the increase of abortion that takes place. So many times we envision what those stories of the women who find themselves in that type of situation look like. Perhaps a lady in the evening or an unresponsible teenager. But the statistics show that many times that 59% of women that have abortion already have children. And though the rate is high for women in their 20s at 60%, whatever the numbers may be, the reality of a precious life being taken from this world without knowing the influence that they would have is unfortunate. And God wants us to do something better and to do something different. I happen to be connected to an organization called Pregnancy Resource Center here in the Grand Rapids, Michigan area. And it's a Christ-minded center that provides options, counseling, resources, and support to women who find themselves in a situation when they don't know what to do. Have you ever been there, not knowing what to do? I want to share with you a testimonial video about a young woman who found herself in a space where she did not know what to do.
When Kira first told me that she was pregnant, it was just her and me in a room, I could tell something had been bothering her. The very first thing that went through my head was, be very careful what you do next, because she's going to remember this moment for the rest of her life.
That was a big thing for me, disappointing my parents. I'm planning on going to college. I'm planning on having a career, and a baby's going to get in the way of that. Then I Googled places to go. Pregnancy Resource Center popped up. I set an appointment, and so she took me back to get the ultrasound. I think 99% I'm for abortion. I don't want a baby right now. And then Connie said, can I pray for you? So she prayed for me, and I felt that, yeah, definitely in my heart, just another chip away at my heart. I just saw this little speck of a thing, but then we heard the baby's heart, and I just felt all of a sudden this emotion that I didn't know I had inside of me. Amidst all of my thoughts and all of my worries, I just all of a sudden heard God tell me, if you go through and honor me with this pregnancy, if you go through with this and you have this child, I will bless you beyond what you can imagine. I think that definitely just changed my heart and made me realize that this is a human being. Without Pregnancy Resource Center, there would be so many lost lives. I mean, it's a life and death situation that the Pregnancy Resource Center deals with every single thing. I couldn't have asked for better parents. My mom has become my best friend throughout all of this. How could I ever even dare think to give up her life? I don't know what I would do without Selah. She's my life, my world.
Isn't that a powerful story? See, the Pregnancy Resource Center is more than just about being the gap and catching on to the life of a precious little one. It's really about redeeming not just one life, but two, and that's the mother. Today, I want to encourage you to participate and engage, and you can do that in 3 ways. The 3 T's, in time, talent, or treasure. I want to encourage you that if you have the time, man, get engaged. Donate your time to help us and volunteer with phone lines, with diapers and wipes, resources that would be available. Your talent, if you happen to be someone that can do some counseling or even in the medical profession, we can so use your help. And treasure, if you would so be generous and give to help support this nonprofit organization, again, in transforming the lives of not just one, a precious baby, but a mother. Perhaps that little one is the next person to come up with the cure for cancer or leukemia. Perhaps a missionary that is going to bring many to Christ. We never know what that little baby can do, or perhaps be even a part of your lineage. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your consideration in donating either your time, your talent, or your treasure.